Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? We're going to do an evening update for Bitcoin. It's still Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day everybody. I hope you guys have had a very pleasant day. Hopefully you guys got to spend time with your significant other. Hopefully you guys got to treat her like a Bitcoin or him like a Bitcoin and you guys hard forked. Heyo! I've been saving that one all day just for you baby whales. So we're going to talk about Bitcoin. If you guys love these videos of mine, I'd appreciate an upvote on steemit. And make sure you guys also like, subscribe, and share the material as well. So guys, my 3 favorite words is I was wrong, okay? I expected a correction, and the correction is not happening quite yet, okay? Not happening quite yet, but I do expect a correction soon. And we're going to go over pretty much everything right now. First of all, let's talk about the daily. The daily is always very important. We didn't quite capture that yet. I don't think we talked about it, but let's talk about the daily chart and what we see. Look at those green candles. My God, they've gone up to the skies. How bullish is it? Okay, guys, now, calm down, everybody. Okay, we're going to talk about this bullish green candle right here. That is quite amazing. We got a much higher high than where we wanted to break yesterday, right, which was about 9,074, and a clear break above that. It signaled a massive rally, as I suggested, right? I suggested that we would probably rally to a pretty decent position. And if you guys remember here, where did I put that guy there? There we go. I did say that we were going to correct to about 89.50, but more so, as long as we stayed above that region, we were going to hit about 9,800. So I was absolutely wrong about that correction, guys, but we have to understand that with corrections, or with predictions, of course they're going to go wrong sometimes, right guys? We can never predict the market. It's a lot better to react to the market as data comes in. So now we're going to talk about what is going on, what are some key points, and why there are resistances in these specific areas. So if you guys see right here, this was 9,500, right? We broke above it finally. Actually, it was quite amazing in the past 2 days. You know what we should do, guys? We should probably go to CoinMarketCap first. Litecoin was pretty good today, right? On another note today, man, we nailed those targets, guys. And I'm gonna do a Litecoin prediction video right after this video. And yeah, today has been a really good day. I think yesterday I did about 2.5K. Today I lost track. I think I'm at 1.3 or 1.4K. So in the past 2 days, I've done about $4,000 of just heavy trading. So you guys go take a look at my live trading videos, okay? A lot of you guys have requested live trading videos because you want to see proof in the pudding, right? You don't want to see me as just some guy calling out TA that doesn't know how to trade. And please go and watch my live trading videos. I put everything into practice. This is the theory that I'm introducing everybody to, and now it is time for you guys to put it into practice, right? And everything that I am teaching you guys is from personal experiences of many failures and tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in losses altogether, okay? So these are all from very personal experiences, and I think a lot of you guys know my story by now, right? I got very into cryptocurrency, started trading full-time in about March last year, because I hit it big with Ethereum, right? That's when I bought my Ethereum. Like, actually it was early last year, and then of course it spiked up to $350 over a few months there, and I walked into my job and I said, you know what, I'm retiring. So then I've been trading heavily since then, and I never thought I'd have an opportunity again to catch something like that. And then I caught Omizi Go, right, at 59 cents, I believe, sold it around 13, 14. So then after that, I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool right now that there's so much opportunity. Will I ever catch anything again? Surely enough, Ripple comes along and does, you know, like how many thousands of percents, right? And then IOTA comes along, and then EOS comes along, and it's like, wow, there's just so much opportunity right now. And then you just hear of these coins that are just astronomically gaining, and I'm just really happy to be a part of this cryptocurrency community with you guys. And these live videos that people requested, they wanted to see if I could actually trade, right? Well, apparently I can trade pretty well, if you guys have noticed there. And I treat it like a video game. I treat it like a video game, like literally, I don't see this at all as making money. I see this as a competitive game where there are moves and every single person has abilities that are playing in the game. And we try to find out who these players are in the market, what they're doing, how we play against them as well, and how we win. We have to think of it as competitors, right? We are competitors, we are all competition at the end of the day. But still, guys, I want you guys to be super successful and just share my passion in cryptocurrency and have the same type of success that I've heard of a lot of other people having as well, right? So guys, market cap, congratulations. Congratulations, $470 billion. Like, we are doing phenomenal right now, guys. Do you guys remember just last week, literally like 8 days ago, we were at like $320 billion. So we've surged up an astronomical amount right now. So market cap, guys, today we're at about 8.5 billion. Still great volume, right? We're actually beating the volume. We're about close to the volume as when the original uptrend started after the big tank on February 6th here, and the volume is just going up. It's creeping up as the days. 6.7, 7.7, 6.1, 6.2, right? 5.6, 7.9, and today we're now at 8.5 billion dollars. Wow, that is oh, it gives me the shivers just thinking about how. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind, guys, that the bulls have regained control for the slight medium term, okay? So don't discount for a moment that the bears will not take control again sometime down the road. But right now, we cannot assume anything but a more bullish scenario. So just to recap very quickly, we broke above 90.74. Boom. As soon as I mentioned that we would break above 90.74, or sorry, we would rally if we broke above 90.74, surely it happened. And we gained, like, think about this, guys. In 2 days, we've done $1,200. Actually, in like 30 hours, guys. We have gone up from 1,000. Like, that's ridiculous, right? If you guys even held one Bitcoin, right? One Bitcoin, you guys would have made $1,200. Like, jeez, that's just ridiculous when you think about the gains, right? So now that we shot up here, I didn't think that we were going to break this resistance today, but apparently we broke it already, which was 9,500. I thought that the critical resistance was right at 9,500-ish, and surely enough, we broke it, guys. This is so awesome. Like, seriously, I am so happy today. Like, you guys have no idea how happy I am right now. I mean, I'm just so happy to hear of people succeeding, right? Like, a lot of people have made a lot of money. My Twitter feed's full of, yeah, I made 1,000, yeah, I made 500. You know, some of my Twitter's followers have made like $10,000. Some of my friends have made over 6 figures already in the past 2 days. So that's, I know I shouldn't be saying stuff like that so casually, but I guess yeah, I don't beat around the bush, guys. You guys know me better than that. I say what's on my mind when it comes to being transparent, right? And I don't mean it like in a bragging way or anything like that at all. And I want to apologize again for if you guys have watched my live trading videos. I'm a very different person when I'm trading live, right? Because there's a lot of adrenaline, there's a lot of confidence in there as well. There's a lot of almost cockiness, right? But that's the kind of personality that thrives in trading, right? People who are just super confident and very sure of themselves when it comes to the market, because you need to be able to acknowledge and know the limitations and the strengths of your skills, right? So I apologize if my tone in the live trading videos are very different than my technical analysis videos, but I'm a pretty nice guy in general, keep in mind, and I generally care about people sincerely and genuinely as well. So guys, what are we doing now? What the heck are we doing? We're almost parabolically moving up. Like, it's kind of like crazy right now when you think about how high we have gone. And if you look at this point right here, right, this is acting as a major support right now right here, okay? But the question is for how much longer, right? This is what worries me right here. How much longer is this going to last for? That is a channel, no doubt, okay? There's a channel, no doubt, that it's going to create. And the reason why we're staying above this zone right now is because the high was right here, 9,500. I think that the bulls want to close above there with a lot of conviction. Makes sense? Makes entire sense, right? So if we do a count on here, like, I'm going to call this wave 1 right here. Wave 1. I'm going to call this wave 2. I'm not going to call this an impulse wave though, okay? I'm going to call this basically the wave 1 right there, okay? And this is now wave 3 and 4, and let's draw it in more. 1, 2, right? That's 3. It's so obvious that that's 3. 4, and where's the 5th one, right? Looks like there's going to be a 5th one somewhere around the 9,800 range still. Okay, 9,800 range. It looks like there's going to be a 5th. And if we actually zoom in into here, let me explain to you guys the mechanics of a 5th wave ending diagonal though, or a extended 5th wave. Usually we have 5 waves like this, but sometimes the 5th wave will actually like to make 5 waves inside of the wave. It's funny how like sometimes you get 5 waves inside of the wave, and then you get another extended 5th wave in the 5th wave. So funny. Someone said to me, that looks like a 5th wave with an extended 5th wave with another extended 5th wave in the 5th wave. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so confusing. But that's pretty much what we're doing right now. We have 5 waves inside of the 5th wave. Lots of different subwaves, guys. You guys ever want to buy, if you guys are Elliott Wave fanatics, make sure you guys also buy like Colgate, you know, Colgate has, they have a zigzag. So another thing that could have been wrong on my end for this count, guys, if I'm counting it wrong like this, is maybe this is 3, okay? Maybe this is 3 right there and it's really bullish, right? And then this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't really know if what the right count is. And it doesn't really matter too much, because what we should treat this as is actually as a channel, right? Treat it as a channel for now, and also treat it, respect it. Definitely respect this channel, because if you don't respect it, it's gonna hurt you, right? if you're playing it's almost a no trade zone in my opinion right now, because we're at a very high point and we don't know exactly where the top is, and I don't know where my wave 3 is as well right now. So if I were to count inside of it, like, is that 1, 2, is that 3, and there will be a 4 somewhere right here, I'm guessing right above the 9500 resistance line, and then we're going to shoot for 10k, because that seems like a very viable solution to me as well, right? 10k. So this video is more so going to be just a general review of everything going on. So now that we established this right here, what would be awesome, guys, is well, actually, let's go over here first of all. Okay, this is my extension target. Wave 3 is often the longest, and it is never the shortest, right? And clearly we have completely broken past the 1-to-1 extension. So it almost makes sense for us to be targeting about the 10k region if this were to be true, right? I'm just going to change this to a minuet, or minute rather, like this. That kind of makes sense, right? Where this is 1 right there. I'm just going to draw on the outside 2. And this will be very subtle. I think it might drop to about 95, and then it might even just end up going right up to these points. So that's where the 5th subwave ends. That's where this 5th wave altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going up there to almost 10k. So that is a very possible scenario as well. I mean, we look at the next scenario of where resistances are. There's one there, right? And there's a lot over here as well. But mainly, if you look at it, it's all around this region. That's why we're having a lot of trouble breaking it. This one right there, which I'll make a different color. I'll make this one purple. If we look very, very closely at it, we're having a lot of trouble breaking that resistance, right? The high that we got to was 97.40. I would say that we nailed target. What do you guys think? Nailed target? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. I know you're watching this, Maria. I'll call you. Hang on a second, guys. Call me later. Call me later, Maria. I know she's watching this right now. Sorry about that. I use my phone for my microphone, so sometimes I have to use my phone as well to speak to people at the same time. Okay, let's do this, guys. I completely forgot. Whenever I talk to her, I lose track of what's going on sometimes, so she's very distracting. Okay, well, no, really, what was I talking about? No idea what the heck I was talking about. Okay there, Philicon, Mr. Fibonacci. So now, if this was our wave 1 and this was our wave 2, let's just say that hypothetically we got to where 10k is, right? Right around 10k, like below it. What we would want to look for is a retracement to a really relative area, right? Like this is a pretty key area right here, 9500. And you never know, like there might be, by the way, I cannot count any other waves in here. Can you guys count any? Like to make 5 waves? I mean, this is the best I can come up with, to be quite honest. I think this one fits the most, it fits the best. So I think that we might even bounce off of 95, then get up to there. If we actually do get up to there, what I think it might do is, it might actually correct to this particular region right in here to remain very bullish, right? Because if I actually were to extrapolate the line it seems like the 55 moving average is going to actually hold, right? If I were to just extrapolate this line like this, just take a guess. Does that look like it's something that could be done once it hits up there? And then we fall back to about the 95, 9400 range. Yeah, definitely likely. And then is it possible that this is 4 position right here? And then if that one actually ends up hitting our target, is it possible for us to hit a 161.8 extension somewhere up here? I think that's possible as well, right? Definitely possible. So now when I think about it, I have to see it like this. Now that I call this my first subwave, I've got no other choice actually. So I'm going to adopt this method here of calling this 1. This is 2, right? And I'm actually going to call this A, B, C in here now. A, B, and C. I've got no other choice because now this is making the third subwave like that, right? So this is now wave 1. That's now wave 2. Where there's the A, B, C in here, and the B position terminated higher than the wave 1, which is very acceptable in my opinion, right? And then now we have 1, 2, and 3 somewhere up there, about the 10K region. I'm hoping it's about the 10K region. I'm definitely going to stick by what my prediction is, right? Well, my guess rather. You know what, you can never really guess or predict any of this stuff, like you really just cannot. So now, is that realistic where this might remain very bullish after I extrapolated the length of this line, right, of the 55 EMA? Is that possible where we stay above these zones right here? More importantly, we stay above this one right there, wave 1 territory, okay? So this wave 1 territory is going to act as a very hard support. Let's actually remove this one now that we don't need it. This one, we got to acknowledge it. We have to respect that guy. Like, definitely, we have to respect him. So is that possible right around this region? Yeah, definitely possible, right? Now let's also look at another type of analysis. So if this was our target right there, for our very last target, right? This is like 10K. This one's about 10.9K. And we know that this is the 261.8. Now let's delete this and clear up some lines. And I also want to make note that this is acting as obviously a trend line support, right? So you never know, like this could be something like that in here as well, right? It could be very extended, but I don't want to consider any of this yet. Like we don't know, we simply just don't know. And I'm basically just going based off of like the slope pretty much of this line, right? So this looks like a possibility as well, but of course I don't want to discount it at all because I want to make sure that I respect this region in here right now. So let's just say that this has got a hold right here. 90, what was it again? 9074? 9,000, actually where was it? This one right here around 9,000, okay? So we'll see now it has to hold above 8950 to 9,000, right around here. So is that a possible case? Look at the symmetry of these lines, right? If we actually look at the symmetry of it and the way it slopes, that's very geometrically awesome in my opinion. And it's a very possible scenario as well. I'm trying to click on this third wave, but I simply just cannot. Okay, and now, is it possible that this goes up to 10,800? Up there somewhere? Yes, definitely. Now let's extrapolate this again as well, using fib extension. Fib extension from 1 to 2 to where that one is right here, and take a look. Wave 3 is often the longest and it is never the shortest. So what this means is upon the completion of the third subwave right here, where this is 1, that's 2, and all this is 3, then after that we will get a big correction. And this actually fits the criteria very well of Elliott wave in terms of wave 3 is often the longest and never the shortest. And then this is just extrapolating further that this one does not fall into the wave 1 territory. And who knows, we could fall back over here and then we get our final 5th wave somewhere huge up there. So it could be up to about 12,500. So this is more so just once again the technical analysis video, right? So what do we need to do? What needs to happen for us to remain bullish? Well, I think that this needs to finish a 5-wave correction in here, or a 5-wave pattern. And we need to watch for a decisive break outside of this channel. Okay, once this channel fails, then that's where the correction will most likely have begun already. And we never know, like this could be the very top as well. I might have completely drawn it wrong. There might have been a very small one in here somewhere. This could have been 3, 4, and this could be 5 right here. So we could very well be at the top already. I really simply don't know, guys, right? I'm using this right here as a resistance, and we're actually reaching a critical resistance point already. The volume is starting to slowly die off already, as we can tell, right? So the question is this the top, or are we going to get a little bit higher to 10K? So what I'm looking to do, guys, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but I'm looking to short Bitcoin. Yeah, people say never short Bitcoin. You know why people say never short Bitcoin? They say never short Bitcoin because they're bullish, right? You guys know how much animosity came towards me when I tweeted short Litecoin. Well, it's because they're in a long position, right? So you can imagine how it goes against their bias, right? So if I'm shorting Bitcoin, imagine all the lashback that I get when I tweet out this is the top, right? So the people that are long in it, they don't really want to hear things like that. But I'm sorry, if it's oversold, then or overbought, it's overbought, and I'm gonna short it no matter what. So now let's look on indicators. If we look on indicators right here, what we notice is that it's actually on a tear right now. The 1 hour chart is incredibly bullish, guys. It is so bullish. What I would recommend doing on the 1 hour chart is this, okay? Do this on the 1 hour chart and see when it breaks this pattern in here, right? We could be going very high, but this right here is a major support for the RSI on the 1 hour chart. And I think that's going to be one of the key charts that you guys look at. One thing that worries me though, of course, is that this is bearishly diverging and it could actually break down very, very soon. This one here looks like it's about at the peak now, right? We see one tick down on the 4 hour or the 3 hour histogram here. We're getting a spinning top actually at the top of here already. So it says that it's getting very, very, very close, right? It's not really going up all the way right now. It's actually starting to curve a little bit. Let's see what the 2 hours is looking like. See what the 1 hour is looking like. 1 hour is looking pretty good as well. Like this is the bearishly diverging one I was talking about. And what we also see in here is we're seeing 5 waves already in this specific structure, right? Like that, something like that. But what I don't see is 5 waves actually of the inside waves on the 1 hour chart. I see 3 only, right? I see only 3 so far. And I'm looking for a 4th and a 5th one as well. That's what's giving it away for me as well from my analysis here. Let's go to a 30-minute chart. We're actually still pretty high up there right now, okay? So I'm interested in this because I'm gonna keep an eye on a lot of coins that are correlating positively to Bitcoin. So I would want to short Bitcoin and short all these other coins as well. Most likely Ripple and EOS, I'm guessing. So, and Litecoin is kind of in a different phase right now, in a very different cycle than Bitcoin. So we have to leave Litecoin off the table for now, okay? Because it's doing its own thing and it probably has the most bullish run out of all the other coins right now. So it's just trending, guys. It's just hovering above this resistance line right now. And I think that there's going to be one more slight wave up, maybe. I mean, we might make it to, like, let's say, you know, we might try to make it to 10K in the next few days or something like that, or hours. Maybe, maybe not. Like, this could very well be the top as well, because that's a very critical resistance. So I'm very unsure of the direction right now of where is the top, because I'm on the fence with a lot of mixed signals right now, okay? But what I do know is that we are very close to the top. So I'm just going to say, like, this whole range could be the top somewhere, right? That whole range could be the top somewhere. And the whole correction target is basically anywhere respecting this line, 9,500, and respecting this line right here at 9,000. So I know these are really big ranges, guys, but that's the best I can really do for now. But I would most likely consider it right around here. Around here would be better, because now we'll probably use our Fibonacci here. Let's say it gets up there. Yeah, it goes to about the golden pocket range, which is a pretty respectable retracement as well along the channel line. So this channel support line is really important to acknowledge, and that's where I think that the wave 4 will most likely bounce off of, which is a really good sign. Let's see if we actually can find some other similarities. Whoops. What is going on there? I'm trying to clone it, but it's not working right now. clone. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that channel didn't work at all, right? This channel is not working either. We don't want to just do some guesswork and see whatever fits. So there's no channel or anything right now at all. So I just want to do an evening update to give you guys my thoughts. My thoughts is pretty general today. It's in a no trade zone because we've already made our bull run. We've already missed our chance. Now we have to wait to see what happens next. And what could happen next is we'll break above this resistance right here. Key resistance, guys. Right around here. 90, like right here, 97.50 about, right where we are right now. If we break it, that'd be great. Then we'll end up uptrending to about 10K regions. But regardless of if we don't or we do, this green box right here is going to be the target, like between 9,000 and 9,500. And I'll give you guys an update once we get closer to this zone. So those are my quick thoughts on it, and I hope that it has helped you in some way or another. I apologize if it's not giving you guys what you are looking for right now. I'm fairly neutral on the bias in this specific price point because I don't know exactly where the top is, but what I am certain of is that a correction is overdue because all of these signs are pointing to very near the top and very much so overbought right now already. And we're almost done counting the 5 wave count. We can count waves 1, 2, and 3 very, very clearly. Now the question is, where's the 5th wave about to end? So I think that we might end up correcting soon, anywhere between even now, who knows, maybe like 9,800 to 10K, maybe even now, and then we will end up trending somewhere to this green box. And I'll give you guys a much, much better estimate after we know what has happened and when there's more general information. Other than that, I hope it has helped you in some way or another. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share the content as well on YouTube and Twitter. And I would also really appreciate an upvote on steemit as well. So other than that, I will give you guys possibly an update if tonight, if I'm up. I haven't really been sleeping. I've been sleeping really weird hours lately because I've been heavily trading and making videos and just trying to be a voice for the cryptocurrency community in terms of someone they can rely on. So other than that, guys, make sure you have yourselves a great night and happy Valentine's Day once again. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye now.